Hi YouTube. It is Saturday, May 4th, and I am 2 weeks out.
Say what?
Yes, I'm 2 weeks out from Junior USA's. Last time you saw me, I was unwell. I was crying in my car.
Everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know I am.
That was just on Monday. I felt heartbroken. And it's been an interesting week. I'm doing better. Like, I can definitely tell there's a path forward now. So I mentioned in the video I was just dealing with some things personally that was making prep very, very difficult for me mentally and emotionally, and like making me throw a fit and want to quit and just fucking with me. I'm not going to get into all of that, but I will just say that I have made some changes in the last couple of weeks in my personal life that have been very, very difficult. What do they say? Sometimes the hard thing and the right thing are the same thing. And it's hard. Like, I'm still going through the hard parts of that. So yeah, I definitely have my like hard moments, like sad moments still, like random times where I'm like still like crying or upset or feeling hurt or whatever. But I'm taking steps forward. Like, I'm moving towards healing now. All of that to say, whenever I was like really in the thick of that, like it was really bad last weekend, like the last week, not even just last week, kind of like culminated last weekend, but like that whole week was very, very, very difficult for me emotionally, like extremely difficult for me emotionally. And like, I was gonna quit that week. I was just like, I absolutely cannot do nationals right now. Like, I'm not in a place to try to go compete for a pro card mentally and emotionally, like no matter what I was like physically, which even knowing what I know now, I wasn't even ready like physically then, but especially mentally and emotionally, I didn't think that I was ready to do it. So that's where I left off on Monday. And it's been an interesting week. A lot of things have happened, but I have decided that if anything, like, I have realized how much I want this. I've realized how much I love bodybuilding, like everything about it, everything that it has brought to my life. And I think before I didn't know like exactly where I fit into it or if I was going to be good enough. Like, I didn't know if I'd like really fit into the sport. I kept saying like, oh, I didn't have dreams of like becoming a pro. I did, but I like to set high goals for myself, but like realistic goals. Like, I like achieving goals. And like, I don't know, I truly, truly never thought that I would be good enough to even compete for a pro card. So I never let myself go there. And now I do realize how much I want it. And like before, I didn't know. I knew like I liked the process of bodybuilding, the like prep part of it, like the diet and the structure, like the workouts and training and all of that. But I didn't know if I liked actually competing. And now I know I do. I'm excited to do it again. Another thing, somebody had commented this on one of my videos too, about how like whenever you're struggling sometimes with other things in life, that prep can be kind of like a good outlet for you. Whenever you feel like everything else is spinning out of control. I can't control other people. I can't control everything that happens to me. I can't always control my emotions, but I can control what I'm putting in my body, what I'm doing, control the controllables. And so prep really does give you structure when you're going through those things. And I mentioned that in my peak week video, especially. I was talking about how much prep has helped me these last several months dealing with anxiety and depression and things like that. But I'm human. I had a really fucking rough week last week, and I was starting to feel like I couldn't do it anymore. But I think being in that position, like having my back against the wall in a way, so to speak, I realized how much I wanted it and how I wasn't ready to give up yet. And so I'm pushing forward with it. I'm, like I said, made some changes with things in my personal life. And I'm still dealing with that, but prep this week has been a good I don't even want to say distraction from that, because I'm definitely not ignoring it. Like, I'm very aware of how I'm feeling, and like I'm making sure that I'm feeling like validating myself and my emotions, and not trying to just like push it down like I usually would. That's one thing that my therapist tells me, like, Ashley, you can't force yourself to be up all the time. You have to allow yourself to feel like the full range of emotions, like experience the low times, like allow yourself to be present whenever you're feeling low. So like you appreciate that, you know, the good times or whatever. So I am like allowing myself to feel how I feel and like process through like the hurt that I feel, and also the things that I need to learn from these situations, and like ways that I can grow as a person. And so I've been focusing on that, and then and focusing on prep, and like really giving my all into this the last couple of weeks, literally 14 days left. So yeah, I'll get in. I have still been recording, and I'm going to be doing I'll do like a 2 to 3 week out video, or 3 to 2 week out video, and a peak week video, and like a show day video. So I'll get more into the specifics of the changes that I've made this past week, and like leading, you know, going into like the next couple of weeks leading up into the show. But I'll kind of that's going to be in a separate video. I'm going to post that like next week or whatever. I just wanted to kind of give you an update and let you know that I am still planning to do Junior USA. Not even just planning to do, I am still doing Junior USAs. So yeah, I'm 2 weeks out. I'll just kind of give you like a rough update of the changes that I've made. Well, first of all, I was able to get feedback from the judges from the Charlotte Cup. And some of the judges that were at the Charlotte Cup are going to be judges at Junior USAs. They always say whenever you do a show, especially if you're planning to compete again, to get feedback from the judges so you know what you need to work on going into the next show. Well, when I did the Charlotte Cup, I was dead last on stage. Like whenever I won the overall, it was the last thing, and like everybody left after that. So by the time we got done taking pictures and stuff, me and my coach went to find the judges to try to get feedback, but like they were already gone. And then I never got feedback. Luckily this past week, somebody was able to message them and get feedback for me. Like I had no idea that you could literally just message them and get feedback. Like even one of the girls from my gym, shout out to Catalina, she said that she emailed Sandy herself, and Sandy replied to her like within 12 hours and gave her specific feedback. So I was able to get very specific feedback from a couple of the judges at the Charlotte Cup that will be at Junior USA's, and they gave me like things to work on, some of which I already knew like from my coach's feedback from the show. But even like with my posing and everything, just very, very, very specific things to work on. So that was amazing. So I've been implementing those changes in my posing and just practicing the fuck out of my posing. I also changed my cardio intensity. Before, I have always been doing an incline walk on the treadmill. My speed and the incline and everything has pretty much been the same. And just I was always usually doing most of it fasted. Sometimes I would break it up and do some like in the afternoon after my workout. And then obviously like the time changed. Like as leading up to the show, my cardio increased. I was up to an hour, I think. I don't even know if I had said that in the last video or not, but my cardio was up to an hour. It's still at an hour, but in the last week, I increased my intensity. So now I'm going as hard as I can. So I've really been pushing myself during my cardio sessions, and cardio now I'm doing 60 minutes daily. And I'm also sweating my ass off whenever I'm doing cardio. So like I'm wearing sweats, I'm wearing vasoburn. Is that what it's called? Vasoburn. Like I'm trying to sweat my ass off whenever I'm doing my cardio. I'm taking Epsom salt baths. We'll see in the videos, like the next video that I post as I'm recording, like throughout the week, I get into the specifics more about like the judges' feedback and what I'm working on. I get more into the details of all of that in the next videos that you'll see leading up into the show. But just for now, just kind of as like a brief little update, obviously part of my feedback was to come in tighter. So that's what I've been focusing on the last couple of days, really, it's only been like literally 4 days. I was shocked. So I was looking at pictures yesterday comparing me from 2 weeks out from the Charlotte Cup to 2 weeks out from Junior USA's. And I needed to come in tighter through my glutes. And then even just my progress from like really starting to implement these changes in the last 4 days. So this picture was from yesterday morning, actually, and then like I think Tuesday morning. So just from Tuesday to Friday morning, the changes that I saw, I was like, holy shit. So it's working. So what else? Still drinking 1.5 gallons of water. So being specific about my water, and then my sodium intake. Before, I had no idea like what my sodium intake was. I put salt on all my meals. I used all different kinds of seasonings. I mean, you saw I wasn't like using necessarily salt-free seasonings. A lot of them were, but like I used some that had salt in them as well. Some even had like sugar in them. Now I am consuming a very specific amount of sodium, and it's calculated like based on the sodium that's in the food that I'm eating and the salt. What's that number and how do you calculate that number? Like what it should be for you? I have no fucking idea. I just do what I'm told. Speaking of food, my food has pretty much stayed the same in terms of the types of food that I'm consuming. So I'm still doing rice, the lean ground turkey, zucchini, oats, blueberries, egg whites. My fats now are just coconut oil and avocado. I think that's about it. I do a full updated day of eating that you'll see in the next video. Also cut out all of my powders, like sauces. I think I had already said that. The seasonings, like only using salt-free seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, those kinds of things. And then like Mrs. Dash. Did I mention Epsom salt baths? So yeah, I'm getting tighter. Oh, and then also I really need to bring up my glutes. So like long term, I need more density in my glutes. But for now, just like really hammering my glutes. So my training split changed. I'm only doing 1 upper body day a week now, and it's just like an upper body pump. And then I'm doing 3 glute days a week, like glute focused. And then I have 3 rest days now, which is pretty nice. On those days, I do mobility work and some abs. Like I couldn't tell you the last time I did like a single crunch or anything, but I am doing just a very, very little bit of like only body weight, only like light ab workouts. I feel like that's pretty much it. I've been really, really busy with work this past week. I get into like the specifics of that in these next videos coming up. I'm going to be traveling again for work starting soon after Junior USA. So working on planning out my travel and stuff for that. So that it has been a busy, productive week. I'm excited to share all of the changes with you. Like I said, I'm going to go into like more detail about everything that's been going on and, give you a full update in the next video. I just kind of needed to give myself some time to like chill a little bit and like I said, heal and I'm still working through all of that. Gosh, my freaking stomach is kind of bothering me. But I wanted to give you an update and also like shout out to everybody that messaged me on Instagram, especially after I had posted that last video. And like if you are watching these videos like while you're doing your cardio or like you're in prep too, message me on Instagram or like leave a comment or whatever. Like I want to follow you back. I want to subscribe to your channel. I want to watch your videos. I want to like follow you on Instagram and like support you and stuff. I love that about this. This is why like I fucking love YouTube is my favorite social media platform now. Like I never thought that I would say that just because I didn't know enough about it. But I just love being able to like in long form content. I feel like I can really be myself more. And like people on Instagram, it's easy to not like me on Instagram. I post a lot of videos, like short reels. That's how I grew my platforms initially, was from my fuck off respectfully videos that I started like 3 years ago. Like those were the ones that were going viral, getting like millions of views. Like I talk shit just to be funny. Well, I mean, it's not everybody resonates with my sense of humor. So like I said, on Instagram or whatever, I get more hate on Instagram. Like it's easy for people to like comment on one of my videos, like talking shit back to me or whatever. Like obviously, like if you can dish it, you have to be able to take it. Like I understand that it's like roasting people. But like on YouTube, I feel like I can really be myself more. Like if you watch me on Instagram for 10 seconds and you make an assessment like that you don't like me off of a 10-second video, like, okay, whatever. But on YouTube, like if you watch me for 30 minutes and you don't like me and you watch me for 30 minutes, like you're a fucking loser and I don't care what you think. But like most of the people that have interacted with me on YouTube are like genuine people, like really supportive and I don't know. I mean, I love it. Like I love being part of a community. And also like this is how I'm getting connected with so many other bodybuilders and stuff like that. And I fucking love that. Like the things that I think I questioned about prep before was everything that I felt like I was like missing out on. Like I felt like I was supposed to be somewhere else. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be out dating and like going out for drinks and going out to eat and like going out and partying and stuff like that, going out with my friends every weekend. But like when I'm doing those things, I didn't feel like fulfilled. It's not really me. And now I feel like I'm finding the people, like I'm finding my people, like the people that I fit in with. And so it's been so cool for me connecting with bodybuilders and everything. So I'm rambling on and on about all of that to say that if that's you, like if you're watching me while you're doing your cardio or whatever, like please message me or something like that. Like I want to be friends. I want to follow you like along on your journey as well. I always talk about how I hate the word journey and then I like use it. More specific things will be coming soon as I'm ready to like edit them all together and everything. And like I said, I have been busy and I'm trying to like also keep my stress down, make sure that I'm prioritizing rest and recovery and everything the last couple of weeks because things have been busier for me career-wise. And also because of where I've been mentally and emotionally, that's another big thing. I need to try to like have the least amount of stress on my body as possible. So YouTube is not like my number one priority or whatever, but I am recording to put things together. I am still pushing forward. I know there's going to be a lot of amazing girls at Junior USA's and I'm just very honored and excited to be able to compete on a national stage. Like whenever I started this back in December, I never really saw this for myself truly. And so just being able to be here and like have the opportunity to compete and especially to compete again in front of Tyler Mannion. I'm very excited. I'm excited to be able to get on stage again. I'm excited for the whole show experience, show weekend experience, getting my hair and my makeup done. Like I'm getting my makeup done with V's team. They're like amazing. I'm so excited about that. So I am pushing forward. This is still Road to Pro. I am busting my ass. I've been busting my ass this past week, like harder than I feel like I have these last 20 weeks. And after seeing the changes that I've made just in the last couple of days, I'm even more motivated just to continue going as hard as I can, really giving it my all. And I will know whenever I get on stage in 2 weeks, I am better than I was the last time I got on stage. And again, I can say it going into this, that in itself is enough of a win for me. Of course, I want my fucking pro card and I'm going to keep going until I get my pro card. But I already know like I'm better than I was before. And that's like all I can ask for. And not even just that I'm better than I was before. Now I feel like I have so much more direction. Like before I was still obviously kind of lost. Like I didn't even know going into the Charlotte Cup. I don't know. I had no clue if I would even compete again after that. And now like, I'm like, no, I want to keep going. Like I'm excited to just keep going. So I'm going to give it my all. Whatever happens, happens. But this is still the Road to Pro series. I will get my pro card. What is it, like Wolf of Wall Street? I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on! This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here! They're gonna need to send in the National Guard, a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere!
basically how I feel about that. I thought I was hungry before, you know, motivated. Like I would say that, like, oh, a lion is most handsome when he's hungry. I thought I was hungry before, but I'm fucking starving now. Like I'm even more motivated now than I was before. I feel like I have taken the things that I've been dealing with mentally and emotionally now, and I'm using that to fuel my motivation heading into nationals. Instead of allowing the things that I was struggling with and that were like breaking my heart, instead of allowing those things to break me and to make me quit, I need to like use them as my motivation to get me where I want to go. You know, does that make sense? So that's kind of been my mindset this past week, and it's working. Like like I said, I'm taking steps forward. I can tell I'm on the path forward. I definitely still have my like tough moments and everything, but I can see the light. So thank you for continuing to support me. I will be back next week, hopefully with some 3 to 2 week out updates, and then it will be peak week and show day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go to Charleston. My parents are coming. My 2 aunts are coming. Like it's going to be such an awesome fucking weekend. I'm excited to go eat afterwards. Like Charleston's just cute and there's good food there, and we're staying for the weekend. So it's going to be fun. I took some time off work, and like I said, I'm excited to like get my hair and my makeup done again and all of that. So anyways, I'll be back soon with updates. And in case no one has told you yet today, I love you.